guys, welcome back to my channel. We are doing a solo date today. So you may have seen part one of this video, which I went to the movies. Today we are at a cafe. I am sitting in the outside area all by myself. There's no one around me, which I think is a bit of a fluke. I wanted to come to have breakfast. However, I was running out of time this morning, so it's lunchtime and we're gonna have a solo lunch date together. Now, I'm gonna order my food through the QR code, which is pretty handy because I don't have to wait for anyone to come and serve me. So there's one on the table. I'm at Paddock here in Richmond. This is my favorite cafe ever. For this reason, I'm getting a blueberry hotcake for lunch because I'm an adult and I make the rules. Should I get an orange juice? Yes. I just moved spots away from the speaker because I think it was too loud, but I did order my food and now I'm gonna answer some questions. Okay, so the first question, how to not feel nervous about being out by yourself? I guess for me, right now, do I feel nervous? I don't feel nervous about being by myself. I feel more nervous filming. So being by myself is so natural to me now that it doesn't really stress me out. But at the start, especially if you're not used to hanging out in your own company, of course it can be nerve-wracking, right? But that's why I'd recommend starting small. And I would say slowly build up to it. Maybe the first thing you do is just take yourself out to get a solo coffee. A coffee takes 5 minutes to drink. It doesn't have to last that long, and then you can wrap up and leave. I also love the movies for that because it's dark. No one in there can even see you. So if that's something you're worried about, I would even suggest trying to start with the movies as well, because that could be a vibe. And then slowly work your way up to more, I guess, intense solo interaction. Someone said, I always feel the need to go on my phone when I'm alone. How do you stay occupied? Well, let me show you. I usually bring a book and a journal, and I tend to just write down whatever I've got going on or do my journal entry for the day. Because it's afternoon, I have already journaled this morning, but you know, if there's stuff on my mind or things I want to get off my chest, then that's what I would do, and that would keep me off my phone. But I'm not saying stay off your phone. If you want to listen to a podcast or anything like that. Oh, my orange juice is coming. You could do that too. Thank you so much, Tal. I got a fresh OJ and I got the hotcake because that's my favorite. So yeah, I would journal, and you could easily go on your phone. I don't think that's a bad thing. Because I am recording a video, I'm not gonna actually journal on the camera today, but I will just keep answering the questions till the food comes and then we can eat together. It's funny because this is a walkway and I feel bad because people are not wanting to interrupt me, but I'm you're not interrupting. You can walk past, it's totally fine. Liam says, do you prefer taking yourself out on a date or being with somebody? The food to yourself, lol. I like going on dates. I think dates can be a lot of fun, and I think dates with somebody else can make the experience different because you're sharing it with somebody. In saying that, I still love my alone time. I am an introvert at heart, and I feel like I recharge my batteries when I hang out by myself. I also feel like I've wanted to do this for weeks. Do you remember when I mentioned it in one of my vlogs? I just have not had the chance because I've been so busy. And so I really wanted to do this today, and I'm glad that I am. And I would say that I probably need to just make it a bit more of a ritual, especially now as we're ramping up towards Christmas and things like that. Still scheduling in my self-care, still scheduling in alone time for myself. And yeah, I feel like I feel recharged, especially after South Australia. I had the best time, don't get me wrong, but it was go, go, go. And we didn't really have much downtime or much alone time. So I'm keen to have that to myself now. How to not feel awkward or uncomfortable, people are looking at you like you were a loser on your own. No one is looking at you like you're a loser. No one cares. Right now, it is just after the lunch rush and there's not that many people in this restaurant anyway, or in this cafe. And so if it was full, I would still come and do this. And I don't know, I just don't really pay attention to what other people are doing. Also, one thing I like to think is, and maybe this is gonna sound bad, but other people have their own shit going on, right? They don't care about you. And some people do care about you, obviously your family and your loved ones, but strangers, they might look at you and it'll just go over their head. They're worried about their own food coming out. They're worried about who they're on their date with or who they're eating with. And I don't think they're caring that much. When I go out and I see people by themselves, I don't think, oh my God, what a loser. And maybe people do look at me and think she's a loser, but I don't care. I just simply don't care. And my food is here, guys. I got the ricotta hotcake. It comes with berries and these little edible flowers. There's also maple syrup on it, some seeds, and this is one of my favorite things to eat. I don't know what that is. I think it might be mascarpone, I think. Anyway, it's freaking delicious, and if you ever come here, you should definitely get this because it's so, so, so good. There were even questions about how do you not feel nervous while eating, and I feel like when the food comes, that's the time that I don't actually feel nervous at all because you've got the food there. The food is your comfort. Also, this is a blueberry hotcake. I don't know if I said that, but there's blueberry bits in it. Oh my God, this makes me so happy, guys. I wonder if people are thinking, she looks like a loser. If they are, who cares? I'm having the best time. What other questions do we have? How did you get so confident and comfortable going out by yourself? As I kind of mentioned, I feel like it's like a muscle. The more you work at it, the stronger it gets. The more you do it, the more comfortable you feel. And if I think about like me traveling or going to concerts alone, that seems way more scary. And so I obviously built up to that. And so everything else that's less scary, I feel like is a breeze in the park compared to going overseas by yourself or going interstate by yourself or going to a concert by yourself. There were heaps of questions about like caring about what everyone else around you is thinking. Go and listen to my podcast episode about how to stop caring what people think. Because if you live your life worried about what people are going to think, even not doing anything solo, even just living your life, that's not a good way to live. The only thing I think about other people when I'm out doing this stuff, I'm always like, what do you do for work? Why are you out at this time on this day? They're probably wondering the same about me. The only downside of eating this is that it's so filling and it's so good. I just want to eat the whole thing. Not a bad effort. I just ate the crunchy parts off it because yes, I'm a child. I'm so full. I need to digest for a second and then we can go back to the car. I did stop filming in there because a girl came and sat right beside me and I just felt really bad because if I was out eating breakfast and someone was filming me or eating lunch or just out trying to have a meal, she was also by herself. She might have been wanting to just have some real peaceful time out time. I don't think she'd want to be in the background of my YouTube video, so I stopped filming just because I wanted to be considerate of her. And yeah, the whole experience just then was exactly what I needed, guys. I don't know, I felt a little bit overwhelmed and I felt a little bit all over the place just in the lead up to the trip. And obviously even in the lead up to Christmas, my mind's going 100 miles an hour with like all the content that I want to create, all the content I need to pre-record, all the content I need to plan, and it's fine. It's all self-inflicted, but I just think taking care of yourself and doing things like that to fill your own cup up is so important. And I will always try to lead by example. Obviously, you could probably see in the last few videos, the vlogs especially, that I was really needing to do this. And I also have a therapy appointment today, so I, very much value scientific, professional mental health support, but I also value things like that. And, sometimes taking yourself out for a nice meal or taking yourself out for a nice walk or taking yourself down to the beach or out in nature or, to a workshop or to a class of some kind or even to a concert or a show, whatever it is, to the movies, can be a way for you to kind of pour back into yourself and nourish yourself. And I think it's so important to do that. And there were heaps of questions about like feeling awkward, about feeling judged, about worrying what other people think. And to that, I just want to say, you can't let what other people think stop you from doing the things that you want to do. And we cannot control other people's opinions of us. We cannot control what other people think of us. And that's all the more reason just to live life how you want and do the things that you truly want to do. Because if we continue to wait or not do stuff because we're worried about what people will think or worried about people judging us, we're not truly going to live our life. And maybe people in there were judging me. Maybe they thought, who's this bitch with her camera? What's she doing? Filming herself eating. But I don't know them. Maybe they follow me. I don't know. But I don't know them. They didn't say anything to me. They didn't make me feel uncomfortable. I tried not to make anyone else feel uncomfortable, and I had a really good time. They're eating their meals now. They're probably going to go home. They're not going to remember me unless they follow me and they're watching this YouTube video. But what other people think of you is not your business. What other people think of you is not something you should care about, and what other people think of you is not something you can control. And I highly recommend listening to my podcast episode, How to Stop Caring What People Think. And I also recommend number 4, getting comfortable in your own company, because there's some other tips and tricks in there that I give you as well. But guys, I feel like I'm going to wrap the video up here because I am in a bit of a food coma and I want to head home and kind of unwind a little bit more before I have my therapy appointment later. But I'm going to jump back into the weekly vlog. Hopefully you guys watch that video too, because it'll be the first normal vlog since South Australia. So fingers crossed that you like that one, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm very much keen to do more solo YouTube series. So if there is something that you want to see me do solo, write it in the comments. It could be an upcoming YouTube video, because I really want to show you guys that it's okay, it's not scary, and you can go and do the things that scare you. You can go and do the things that make you uncomfortable, that put you outside of your comfort zone. You know why? Because good things happen outside of your comfort zone, and I feel so much nicer after that, and nothing scary or bad happened to me, and I'm happy to lead the way and show you that it's okay and that it's safe and that nothing bad's going to happen to you too. All right guys, I love you so much. I hope that you have a really good week. Hope that you have a great weekend. I hope that you do something nice for yourself. Please do. Maybe this will inspire you to take yourself out to breakfast or for lunch or to get a coffee or to go on a walk just by yourself. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.